So I was invited to teach a craft class on how to make this pickle in a jar charm. There we go. So I want to have an outfit that I can wear this as a necklace with. The weekend workshop theme is homesteading, but this year I made a rule for myself. If I can't thrift it or make it, then I don't get it. So I'm gonna try to make this cottagecore style dress. I'm gonna turn to my fabric stash to find some fabric that I think will go with this cute little charm, and I'm gonna use this pattern to make the dress. Okay, so I've decided on this fabric. There is pinks, greens, and purple in it. It's very floral. I think it would be really cute for a cottagecore dress. The one thing I really love about this pattern is that it only requires 2.5 yards of fabric to make a dress in my size, whereas dresses that have sleeves, especially the poof sleeves that I like, require so much more fabric. So I am confident that I'll be able to really use up a lot of my fabric in my stash to make so many cute little dresses. So I've cut out all the pieces besides the straps, but one thing that I absolutely love about this pattern is that if I don't have enough fabric for the straps, which it's looking like I might not, I can just go to my ribbon stash and substitute ribbon for the straps instead. No way, I have exactly the amount of fabric that I need. I don't have to resort to ribbons. So the edges of cotton fabric frays as time goes on. This was just cut a little while ago, right? And it's already fraying. So I'm gonna wanna make sure that all the edges of my pieces are either enclosed in the fabric, like with the straps. I'm gonna sew all the way down the edge and then turn it inside out. So the edge is going to be inside the straps. And for the rest of the pieces, I am going to serge the edges of the fabric. Sewing usually means that you're at the ironing board longer than you're at your sewing machine. This room has gotten so hot with all the ironing, so I'm going to turn off the iron for a little bit and get to serging all the edges of the rest of the pattern pieces. Now that everything is serged except for the bodice pieces, because I'm thinking I can serge those after I sew them together, I'm going to just start sewing everything together. So I've been at this dress for almost 3 hours. We have the bodice attached to the top part of the skirt. There's the ruffle that still needs to be attached to the bottom, and then the bodice lining still needs to be attached. I got the zipper on the first try. Am I gonna get the lining on the first try? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So I am just matching up the seams and the corners of each of the pattern, making sure that the straps are in between the lining and the main fabric and not like turned around or twisted or anything, so then they get installed nice and straight and flat. When I first started sewing, I hated patterns that had lining in it, but now honestly I love them. I think they're much easier. These straps are all over the place. Okay, so the lining is fastened right sides together. And now I'm just going to sew along the top edge. Okay, so the last step that I have of the dress is coming along so nicely. I'm loving it. Is that I have to put this bottom ruffle on the bottom of the skirt. Because we have 4 equal length panels all sewn together, one side seam is going to be lined up on one side, another side seam is going to be lined up on the other side. This back seam is going to be lined up on the back, but then we have this awkward seam that's going to be front and center. So when I ruffle it, I'm going to try to like fold over this seam so it's hidden in the ruffles. But that's the only qualms I have about this pattern. But all in all, I love this pattern. I love how it looks. I love how crisp and professional it is put together. I love that I can make a dress in one day. This is a great pattern. So let's finish it up and then I'll show you the final reveal. Just a reminder that if you make some minor adjustments to your sewing machine, it will ruffle the fabric for you, increase the tension, put the speed of the stitch all the way up, and put the length of the stitch all the way up. And I won't have to do any ruffling. I'll just have to pin this straight to the bottom of the skirt without changing anything. It's gonna be perfect. Okay, here is the dress. I love it. Let me show you. So usually when I make dresses, I always get to the very end and then I run out of motivation to hem the bottom, but the bottom is even hemmed on this dress. This is a 100% completed dress and I love it so much. This pattern is definitely a keeper and I cannot wait to make another dress with it. It fits perfectly. I have a zipper in the back, so it's very fitted. The sizing is very true to size. I looked at the size chart and picked the one that matched my measurements, and sure enough, it's the one that fits. I love it. Okay, with eating lunch, taking my time, and doing every single step carefully, this dress took me 5 hours. You tie the straps here. That's so cute. There's lots of modifications that you can do with this dress with scrap fabric. If you do not have 3 full yards of scrap fabric to make this dress out of, you can make some modifications. The ruffles can be one fabric, the dress and the bodice can be another fabric. You can use ribbon for these ties and it's not going to lose the effect or the fit of this dress. Oh, I cannot wait to style it for the homesteading workshop that I'm going to be part of. But until then, we're all done. I'm really looking forward to making more clothes in 2026. It is my New Year's resolution. This project being successful has really given me that motivation to keep going. If you're someone who wants to shop less and create more, I really hope that this video has inspired you to make your own clothes. Like I said, this took me 5 hours. The instructions are detailed. The pattern is for beginners and it works with cotton fabric that you can get in any fabric store. I'm really excited to shop my fabric stash again for my next dress. But that is it for today. Whether you are a longtime viewer or you're just stopping by to see this dress, I am so glad you're here. If you had a good time, feel free to subscribe. I post once a week and there's always more to come, especially now that I'm so motivated to make my own clothes. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me and I'll see you in the next one.